Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. It's claimed the late Prince Philip had serious doubts about Sarah Ferguson's intentions when she married Prince Andrew. According to, entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York, author Andrew Lownie reports that the Duke of Edinburgh dismissed Fergie as a girl on the make, raising eyebrows over her role in the royal fold. Serialised excerpts in the Daily Mail reveal one well-connected source recalling Fergie couldn't stop talking, and inappropriately. She was all hijinks, jolly hockey sticks and practical jokes, and he loved it. No one else did. The Queen said to someone, "Does that girl ever stop talking?" The Duke of Edinburgh just thought she was a girl on the make. Sarah, for her part, previously acknowledged her complicated relationship with Prince Philip. In a chat with Alan Carr on his Life's a Beach podcast, she said, "Yes, very wise. You had to be on your best. If you asked a silly comment, you were certainly told it was a silly comment." The book also makes eyebrow-raising claims about the Duchess's post-divorce pursuits. Lownie alleges that Fergie once flew 1,500 miles to meet Tiger Woods after telling Piers Morgan she thought the golfer was gorgeous. She's also said to have had her eye on John F. Kennedy Jr., inviting him to drinks or dinner during a trip to New York, a proposal he reportedly accepted. Prince Philip was also a quiet mentor to the next generation. Among those he guided, Princess Diana and later Kate. In Philip, the final portrait, biographer Giles Brandreth reveals that the Duke of Edinburgh shared a particularly enduring piece of advice with Kate Middleton, one that still shapes her royal appearances today. His counsel: never look at the camera. Prince Philip admired how the late Queen always focused on the people she was engaging with, not the lenses capturing the moment. If you believe the attention is for you personally, you're going to end up in trouble, he cautioned. The attention is for your role, what you do, what you're supporting. It isn't for you as an individual. You are not a celebrity. You are representing the royal family. That's all. Brandreth notes that Philip had concerns about younger royals becoming too enamored with their own press. Whoever could that mean, but when it came to William's wife, he was reassured. King Charles' long-running standoff with Prince Andrew over the Royal Lodge has taken another twist, as the new book alleges the disgraced Duke of York racked up astonishing expenses while clinging to the property, despite being sidelined from royal duties. According to the book, the late Queen Elizabeth had generously covered many of Andrew's personal bills, but once Charles ascended to the throne, the cash flow reportedly stopped. Among the more eye-catching revelations is a claim that Andrew hosted an Indian spiritual advisor, described as a yogi healer, at Royal Lodge for weeks at a time. The healer, according to Lownie, offered chanting, massage, and holistic therapies, all for a reported annual bill of £32,000. Their particular tab, the book alleges, was once picked up by the Queen, but was firmly declined by Charles after her passing. The book also explores a reported incident where Prince William was left furious after Andrew allegedly made a rude comment about Kate Middleton. Details of the exchange are not yet public, but it's said to have contributed to the wider rift between the Duke of York and the working royals. The book delves into Charles and Andrew's complicated relationship, recalling how, as boys, Charles was fond of his younger brothers, even writing them a children's book, The Old Man of Lochnagar. But in adulthood, tensions appear to have grown. Lownie suggests Charles was unsympathetic during Andrew's various scandals, particularly those involving Sarah Ferguson, and that the bond between the brothers has long since frayed. Prince Andrew, long dubbed Air Miles Andy for his extensive foreign travel, has reportedly not set foot in North America for more than a decade and is now said to be too terrified to make the trip over fears he could face questioning about his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. According to a Washington insider, any return to the United States would trigger an avalanche of political, legal, and media scrutiny, a risk both Andrew and Buckingham Palace are thought to be unwilling to take. One U.S. source summed up Andrew's predicament bluntly: America isn't safe for him, and with Epstein's shadow still looming, it may never be again. More Palace in just a moment. If you are a fan of true crime, please check out our new series from Calaroga Shark Media called Celebrity Trials, covering the ins and outs of all the trials going on around the country and some classic trials as well. Check it out, Celebrity Trials, for you true crime fans, wherever you get your podcasts. A former royal photographer who worked with Buckingham Palace says Queen Elizabeth II was very badly advised in her handling of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure from royal duties. Ian Pelham-Turner, speaking in a recent interview, reflected on the events that led to the couple stepping down as senior working royals in 2020. Pelham-Turner said, "I think old-style thinking is where we've got this situation now. I think the Queen was very badly advised over Harry and Meghan. I wonder whether or not, on reflection, Meghan really didn't feel wanted in Britain in any way, shape or form. Perhaps they've had a reflection on that period." When asked whether he believes Prince Harry wants to return to the UK, Pelham-Turner offered a one-word reply: absolutely. He noted the King's likely desire to spend time with his grandchildren, saying it must be annoying for him. They're all growing up with American accents now. As for the couple's original proposal to remain part-time working royals, often referred to as the half-in, half-out model, Pelham-Turner said the idea wasn't out of line. They wanted to still do charity work in Britain, and they wanted to do half and half, he explained. Ultimately, he suggested that what Harry was asking for wasn't all that much. Royal commentator Katie Nicholl has weighed in on Prince William's latest initiative and what it might signal for the future of his children. Speaking on Heirs and Spares, hosted by Kinsey Schofield, Nicholl discussed the Prince of Wales' new affordable housing project in the London borough of Lambeth. The scheme, part of the Duchy of Cornwall estate, will see a South London property converted into 16 flats to house young people aged 18 to 25. William has previously said he hopes to eradicate homelessness in the UK, an ambition Nicholl admits is a tall order and likely to take many years. Schofield then posed a broader question whether William and Catherine are deliberately building initiatives that their children can one day continue, helping them avoid the pitfalls that befell Prince Andrew and Prince Harry. There are so many powerful, creative campaigns happening that can live beyond their lifetime, Schofield said. I think their children can easily slide in to help find their purpose. Nicholl agreed, adding, yes, and I think they will probably encourage their children to go and find their own philanthropic ventures that resonate with them. But William and Kate are giving them a template to follow in their footsteps. She cited the Earthshot Prize as another example of legacy building, saying William understands he cannot save the planet alone, but hopes to pass the mission on to the next generation. There is definitely that idea of continuing legacy work, Nicholl said. William will want George, Charlotte and Louis to be passionate, but I think if there is a lifelong campaign, William will want his children to continue his footsteps. Prince Andrew remains the most unpopular member of the royal family, according to the new YouGov poll conducted last week. Just 5% of respondents hold a favourable opinion of the Duke of York, while an overwhelming 87% view him negatively, the highest level of disapproval recorded for any royal. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle also continue to face challenges with public opinion in the UK. According to the same poll, only 28% of respondents have a positive view of Prince Harry, and just 20% say the same of Meghan. Her figure remains among the lowest ever recorded by YouGov. Meanwhile, the more senior working royals will continue to enjoy stronger public support. The often vacationing Prince William remains the most popular member of the royal family, with 74% holding a favourable opinion of the heir to the throne. The Princess of Wales follows closely at 71%, alongside Princess Anne at 70%. As for the monarchy itself, support remains steady but shows generational divides. While 59% of Britons say the monarchy is good for Britain, only 36% of 18 to 24-year-olds agree, compared to 81% of those aged 65 and older. Similarly, King Charles is viewed positively by 77% of the over 65s, but just 30% of the youngest adults surveyed. Harry and Meghan are more popular with younger Britons, though still net unfavourable. 1 in 3 18 to 24-year-olds has a positive view of Harry, compared to just 17% of over 65s. Meghan's popularity among young people stands at 25%, compared to only 10% among older Britons. Overall, 62% of the public have a favourable view of the royal family as a whole, and 58% support the institution of the monarchy. 2/3 believe the monarchy should continue, while 23% would prefer an elected head of state. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.